Very good afternoon to one and all. Respected resource person for this afternoon session, Dr. Ashwani Ranjanikar sir is here. A person with a vast teaching and research experience is here to deliver a talk on NEP 2020. So, on behalf of UGC Malia Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, I welcome Dr. Ashwini Ranjanikar sir, who is heading Department of English in Sri Sant Swata Madi Gramin Mahavidyalaya, Fulamri. He has actively working in the college in as a coordinator in NIRF committee, UGC committee, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Then he's also in charge for admission, literary club and annual magazine. Also member of college development committee, affiliation committee. He has worked in various affiliation committees, also as vigilance squad member of our university and Ahwan. Also have published number of research papers in well-reputed national and international journals, and also have successfully guided many PhD research scholars. So indeed, it is really an honor and pleasure for all of us to have him here uh, uh, in this platform, Zoom platform. So again, I welcome Dr. Ashwini sir, and I would now hand over the session to him. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, that you have provided me the opportunity to share the views regarding the NEP 2020. At the outset, I am very thankful to the director of the HRDC Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Honorable Professor Satish Patil, sir, the Honorable Deputy Director Mohammad Rafe, sir, and all the participants who are present for this course on national education policy. Dear friends, I'm going to talk about the national education policy and take an overview of the policy. Friends, the policy is declared by Government of India in 2020, the document, but the preparation of the policy was going on since 2016. So the period was quite lengthy, now 2016 to 2024. So 8 years of period, the committee was working for day and night to prepare the document of this uh, national education policy. The basic idea behind this national education policy is to make the education system according to the Bharatiya content, according to the Bharatiya culture. See, prior to these policies, there were two policies, and as we have known the glorious culture of Bharat, that it is because of the education system in Bharat, we have achieved the great success and provided inspiration and motivation to number of people across the world to overcome the situations and face the problems in their life and to be a good citizen of the universe. So that is the basic concept of the Indian philosophy or the Bharatiya philosophy, that we have to create the human resources as the civilized persons in the universe, and according to that we are marching and we have marched a lot. But the invaders, they came to Bharat and they tried to demolish this glorious culture, and we are now facing the problems that if we observe the situation and we take an overview of the invaders, then we found that the after 1830, the Macaulay, the person who has created a mess in the Bharatiya culture, in the Bharatiya education system, that after 1830. So now it is of 300 years of vast period that we came across. And if we look in hindsight, the situations that we have experienced during these 300 years of span, then it is a very devastating picture in front of us, that the the proud moment for all of us, or the saga or the heritage that we very proudly saying that we are united, we don't have any type of barriers among the society, the social structure that we have in the previous periods of the invaders, that was tremendously great. And because of that structure only, the invaders were attracted towards Bharat, and they have invaded the Bharat. And not only they have invaded, but also they have tried to demolish the Indian culture, the Indian society, the social structure, and all those things. And very unfortunately, we have to say that they have accomplish their mission of invading and demolishing our great culture and heritage of our great country, that is Bharat. Considering all these background, the people or the policymakers, they have decided now this is the high time to focus on once again the previous culture of the Bharat, the glorious previous culture of Bharat. And according to that, the policy is now focusing on the same issues that we were in the past. But basically, we are not following the same system that was there in the past. We have made some modifications according to the current information and computer based technology. And according to that, we have to march forward and make our country once again the Vishwa Guru, which was at that time, where in the period of Vedas and in the period of glorious culture that we have observed. So the people, they are coming to Bharat to gain knowledge. We have the examples of number of universities and the Gurukula system that was prevailing in the history of the Bharat. Now the policy NEP 2020 focuses on the issues, and the issues are making education as a holistic one. The prior two policies were also focusing on the same system of making the holistic education. But unfortunately, we have to accept that, and as number of people from the participants, they are also serving in the education system in the previous definitely in the previous policy that was in 1986 that we have seen. And now we are facing the problems of the unskilled humanity, unskilled human resources. And these people, though they are getting education, the youth, basically they are getting the education, they are having number of degrees in their hands, but they are all jobless. The education is there, but they are all unskilled. They are not able to express themselves in their mother tongue, in the national language, and also in the foreign language like English and other languages. So this is the era where we have to focus on developing the skilled human resources, on the basis of which we can achieve the great success in the life and the glory to the nation. And considering this, the NEP 2020 focuses on holistic development of the students, the holistic development of the education system as a whole. number of issues are there regarding the education system were there. We have to say that were there, the number of issues were there, and we are overcoming all the issues one by one. So number of governing bodies were there when we are talking about in concern with the education system in India or Bharat. What are the governing bodies were there? The premier institute that we are talking about, the higher education, that is the University Grants Commission. Then for technical education, we have AICT. Then for school education, we have NCRT, SCRT. Then again, number of institutions likewise there who are going to control the education system. But now the policy is talking about the uh, having the uniform education system throughout the Bharat. And that's why the Ministry of Education, priorly it was the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, but now the government has decided and they have accomplished the university, the Ministry of Education in the central government. In the state government it was there, but in higher education department, school education department, likewise the system was going on. But on the central government level, the Ministry of Education, now it is established and it is running well, and under the aegis of the Ministry of Education, all these educational departments and all these autonomous bodies, they are working right now. And in the future also we can see drastic changes in the system of education in Bharat regarding the controlling and the governing of the system. For the affiliation and accreditation, we have two major institutes in autonomous institutes for technical education and professional bodies. There we have National Board of Accreditation, and for the other institutes, we have the NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So likewise, the what the new education policy, national education policy focuses on, that now the system of governing should be uniform in throughout the Bharat. So what is the main motive of having the uniformity? That it is the exchange of ideas, the exchange of students, the exchange of one state to another state, that can be very feasible. It will go through a very systematic way. So for that purpose it must be there, and according to that the multiple entry and multiple exit option, that the policy is also focusing on to minimize the dropout rate and to provide the education to all the sectors and sections of the society. That can be done with the help of multiple entry and multiple exit policy. We are going to see now in detail about the same system in the presentation. As I have to speak for near about 3 hours, and definitely I'm going to provide you the complete idea of this national education policy document. So it's we can say that now it's a 4 years of period, that in 2020 the sorry, the in 2020 the document was there in front of all us up, and the government and the ministry has asked the all the sectors and also the we can say the pillars, academic pillars. Instead of saying stakeholders in education, we have to say that the academic pillars. So the parents, students, educational institutes, premier institutes, and all the society. So the document was in front of the society. Number of suggestions are there, and now the final draft was there in 2020, and it's a 4 years of period. And in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, this is the first year that we are implementing for the NEP for the graduate students. Last year we have implemented the for the PG students. Now, what are the problems and are facing to the students when we are going to the implementation part of the NEP Oh, I think all of you have gone through the document, as it is a 4 years of span. The document was there in front of all of us, and I will just highlight the important sectors of this policy. So I'm going to share my screen, the presentation. Now I can say that the screen is visible to all of you. Anybody can answer, or simply chat if the mics are mute, and you can just give a message to me in the chat box so that I can go forward. Yes, thank you. The idea behind this NEP, that is the policy, is student centric policy, and what basically is focusing on that the universities, colleges, and all these sectors, that they should provide the student centric atmosphere in the campuses. Because of that, the student may not feel aloof from themselves in the education sector. So what is happening in the higher education right now, that as we are all aware about the glaring problem of absenteeism in the schools and colleges that we are observing, and to overcome the situation, the policy is talking about the student centric. So what exactly the student centric means, that we have to provide student friendly atmosphere in our institutes. And the basic idea behind all these area, that the universities, colleges, the main aspects that is discussed in the policy about the four basic aspects that we have to cover, that is on job training, then Indian knowledge system, that is IKS. It is a very, now we can say, the hot cake and a burning issue right now, the Indian knowledge system. The assessment of teachers, that we have to focus when we are discussing about the policy. When we are talking about the holistic development of the students, then what exactly the holistic development means? In general term, we have to we say that the overall development of the student. Overall development means the complete development of the students. But as we are saying that it is also, we can say that as we are using this word holistic development, it becomes like a very circular and a smoothie word, that is the holistic development. So what exactly the holistic development means, that we have to integrate and we have to provide a multi-dimensional scope to the students, to the areas. We have to find out various and number of areas in which the students in the higher education institute should be feel comfortable. So what are those areas? That the sports integration, flexibility in course choices, multilingualism, integration of essential subjects, then transforming assessment system, then teachers development, art integration, and experiential learning. So these are the areas that we have to dig through. go in detail. First, we will talk about the experiential learning. What is happening right now? The teacher and the students, they are in the classroom. Generally, what we were following in the previous education system was that the teacher comes in the classroom, he provides the notes or takes lectures in the classroom, and just uh, the lecture was over. But now, with this implementation of policy, that we have to focus on experiential learning. The students who are in the classroom, they have to provide the training, and they have to be participants in the classroom activities. So the classroom must be live classroom. तो उस क्लासरूम को कैसे हम जिंदा रख सकेंगे? तो उस क्लासरूम में जो स्टूडेंट्स है, उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए हमको अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज लेनी पड़ेंगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू हैव टू कंडक्ट सेमिनार, यू हैव टू कंडक्ट कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, यू हैव टू कंडक्ट ग्रुप डिस्कशन, you have to conduct question and answer session in the classroom, so that the students can feel that my opinion and my participation is there in the classroom. Otherwise, the classroom is that only the teacher is going to handle. But the basic concept which was there in the previous education system or in the Gurukula system was that the teacher and students, they are going to discuss simply. The disciple is going to ask questions to the teacher, and the teacher just explains and provide the answer to the disciple. According to that, the education was going on and on. But right now, that if the students ask any question to the teacher in the current scenario, teacher feels ashamed, and it becomes a bothering situation for the teacher to answer the students, and we are going to kill the creativity of the students. That's why the students, they are not becoming self reliant. They are just observing the situation, and they are following the teachers only. They are not becoming the independent. And the system is focusing on developing the students independent, making them self-reliant, atmanirbhar. So that's why experiential learning is very important. And for that purpose, the on-job training is also incorporated in the curricula, and it is made compulsory, mandatory for all the streams in education, that like engineering and professional education, the students from the social sciences and humanities, they must have the on-job training. So what was, as I have already mentioned, that the situation was like in our university and number of university, when the proposal, जब ये सामने proposal आया कि हमको ह्यूमैनिटीज के लिए, सोशल साइंसेज के लिए ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग रखनी है, तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो बहुत सारे लोगों ने जो इस विषय के ज्ञानी है, उन लोगों ने इसके बारे में सोचना अपेक्षित था, लेकिन वहां से कुछ सॉल्यूशंस नहीं मिले. तो हमारे जो ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग के लिए ये जो बच्चे हैं, जिन्होंने सोशल साइंसेस लिया है, जो लोग ह्यूमैनिटीज में पढ़ रहे हैं, जो जो लोगों को लैंग्वेजेस सीखनी है, वो कहाँ से ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग करेंगे? ये जो प्रश्न है, ये प्रश्न बहुत सारे लोगों ने उठाया. तो उसका जो समाधान है, वो समाधान कैसे प्राप्त हुआ? तो उसके लिए हमारे, अगर किसी छात्र ने पॉलिटिकल साइंस सब्जेक्ट चुना है, किसी छात्र ने सोशल साइंसेस में से सोशियोलॉजी ये सब्जेक्ट चुना है, या इकोनॉमिक्स ये सब्जेक्ट चुना है, तो उसके लिए इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए बैंकिंग व्यवस्था है. The students can go to the banks, then he can get the job opportunity, or we can say the on job training in the banks. The students who have opted the political science, he visit to the local gram panchayat, then he can observe the situation, how the panchayat is going there, how the people they are doing their practices, the election system, how that can be shaped and reshaped. So unless and until you are not going to connect with the society, with your local area, with the local needs, we are not able to implement this policy. and we are not going to provide the number of opportunities to the students. So for that purpose, the holistic development of the students, we have to provide the experiential learning, and this experiential learning can be done by the teachers, by the faculty members in the AGIs, thinking, or a very good word is there in the policy, that is out of box thinking. So two or three words are there. They are very important when we are discussing about the national education policy. One is that out of box thinking, light but tight. So this is the word that the policy makers have used in drafting the policy document. So out of box thinking, when we are talking about all these issues, sport integration, then flexibility in course choices, multilingualism, integration of essential subjects, skills, transforming assessment, teachers development, art integration. So how these all subjects can be incorporated into the curricula, and also the pedagogy that we have to use in teaching learning processes, that we have to think out of box. We have to provide innovations, we have to carry out best practices, innovative practices, so that the students get attracted to the campus of the college or the higher educational institutes. So on the basis of the activities that we are conducting, why the students they are going to IITs and IIMs only, the premier institutes, because they are thinking a very different way and providing number of opportunities to the students. So the number of people, they are now just focusing on going to IITs and IIMs. What about agriculture? What about social sciences? What about languages? Nobody is thinking at now. As the we are working in the area of the higher education. So what is the aspiration of the youth when we are discussing about the same issue with the college students? Then after completion of their 12th grade, number of students, they are opting for NEET examinations and IIT examinations. Maximum students, the choice is only two: what, NEET or IIT. But what about the other sectors? These only the sectors that the opportunities are prevailing? No, number of opportunities are there. In environmental science also, number of opportunities are there. But the mindset of the parents and the students is on focusing only on these issues. And if we are going to provide the holistic education to the students, then definitely they will choose number of other areas, trace out number of other areas through which they are going to shape their future in a bright manner. So the next point that we have to focus on, that is sports integration. Sports integration. As we are talking about the holistic development, the sport integration plays a very vital role in developing the personality. So how this come into and what we have to incorporate? When we are talking about the holistic development, means we are talking about the holistic development of a person, and this policy is talking about the uh, Bharatiya centric education system. When we are talking about the Bharatiya centric education system, the concept of personality development is far developed from the Western concept of personality development. So what is exactly the personality development according to the Western culture or Western philosophy? The word personality, basically it is a Latin word, and the first word, that is a persona. Persona means it is the outer face, or you are going to incarnate another person. So that's why in local language it is called as the mukhota. In Marathi, basically, I am talking about that. The meaning of this persona is that mukhota. You are acting somewhere in the drama, and for that purpose, you have to change your attire. According to that, the concept of personality is like that in Western philosophy. But what about the concept of personality when we are talking about the Bharatiya culture? The basic concept, it is explained in detail in Taittiriya Upanishad. तैत्तरीय उपनिषद में ये जो कंसेप्ट है पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट की, इसके बारे में बहुत अच्छी से जानकारी दी है। आज का हमारा विषय वो नहीं है, लेकिन होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट ये जो विषय है इसके बारे में अगर हमको बात करनी है तो पहले हमको पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा, और उसके बाद हमको आगे जाके ये जो पूरे एस्पेक्ट्स है उसके बारे में भी जानकारी करनी पड़ेगी। तो पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू द इंडियन कल्चर, according to the Indian philosophy, as explained in Taittiriya Upanishad, it is a five-fold development. So the basic concept is of the personality is divided into five aspects or five sheaths. First sheath is called as the food sheath. Another one is called as the mind sheath. Third one is called as the your breathing. Fourth one is called as intellect sheath, and fifth one is the called as the bleak sheath. So पर्सनैलिटी को पांच हिस्सों में डिवाइड किया गया है। ऐसे पांच हिस्से ऐसा नहीं कह सकते, वो पांच ही एक मिलके ही पर्सनैलिटी बनती है, इसलिए उसको डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते हैं। वो पांचों हिस्सों एक में से घुल मिल गए हैं। द इट इज वी कैन से it is the basic concept behind this, that the idea is about considering the issues, and the process is about the shaping the personality. जो पहला कोश है वो पंचकोशीय संकल्पना है। पहला जो कोश है वह कोश है, उसका नाम है अन्नमय कोश। दूसरा जो कोश है उसका नाम है प्राणमय कोश। तीसरा जो कोश है वह है मनोमय कोश। चौथा जो कोश है उसका नाम है विज्ञानमय कोश, और पांचवा जो है उसका नाम है आनंदमय कोश। यो इन पांचों कोशों के मिला के पर्सनैलिटी बनते हैं। सो दिस इज द कंसेप्ट रिगार्डिंग द पंचकोशीय डेवलपमेंट और द पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट. So our body is made up of five basic elements. The five basic elements that are the earth, then water, then air, then we can say the vacuum, or in Indian philosophy it is called as Akash. So these are the five basic elements. According to that, the personality is shaped. And if any one is having imbalance, the whole personality, the whole body is going to be in a trouble, or we are going to be in trouble in our life. So for that purpose, we have to have control over these five basic elements, and according to that, we have to nurture our body. So all these aspects are integrated into these areas that you are going to see in on your screen. The choice of flexibility of courses must be provided to the students according to his wish. For example, if anybody, the students from the science wants to learn music, then the choice has to be given to the students, and the facilities made in the campus for the students that he should go for to take education according to the hobbies and also the interest. So multilingualism is a very basic aspect, that it is said, and it is proved, scientifically proved, that If you are expert in more than 3 languages, then your IQ is great. So for that purpose, it is said and it is observed that if you have to learn any language, then definitely you can learn anything you want in your life. So for that purpose, multilingualism plays a very important role. And according to that, the policy has focused about that the education must be provided into mother language. अपनी जो मातृभाषा है उस मातृभाषा में शिक्षा प्रदान करनी चाहिए, ऐसा एक मैंडेटरी किया है नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी ने. द पीपल and number of languages are there in Bharat, and according to that the areas or the regional languages, they must be focused, and the students from that region, they have the facility now that they can learn in their mother languages. Another language, that is the national language, basically Hindi. The students can go for Hindi medium also. And the third, that is the foreign language. It is not mentioned that now English is compulsory. Prior in those policies, the English was compulsory. Now for the graduation level also, UG level also, the compulsory English subject is there. But from this year, no compulsory is there. It is the choice of the student that he can go for any foreign language according to his wish or her wish. So this multilingualism aspect is there. Integration of essential subjects and skills. So in the starting of this presentation, I mentioned that the skills must be provided to the students, and this skill education, according to the policy, now started from the eighth grade that the skill education is provided. Transforming assessment, now the assessment was going likewise, that semester examinations we are following, but in semester examination only the final examination, some of the class states are there, but now the assessment is continuous evaluation process or the assessment process that we have started when we are implementing the national education policy. So what is this continuous internal evaluation? Here in our university, we have credit framework in this new system of national education policy. In the credit framework, that the student have on job training, practical part. In practical part, the students have to do practicals in the classroom, and according to the practicals, the student's assessment is done. So number of practicals he has to go for, as mentioned, that he has to go for seminar, he has to go for workshop, he has to go for group discussions, active participation, question and answer session, then literary clubs are there, then some social sciences club, science club, commerce clubs. All these clubs, the students participation in all these activities is made, assessed, and according to that the grades are provided to the students. So for the teachers development is a very important aspect for the students. The teachers, they have provided the training, and according to that the students can learn from the teachers. So for the teachers, now it is the policy is focusing that now the bridge courses that should be designed on the college level. The students, they are not able to attend the colleges due to some problems, due to their engagements. Then 60% part should be made online, and 40% part should be made in physically. So 60%, for that purpose you have to carry out the activities. Content, e-content development must be done by the teachers in the form of Google Classroom, YouTube channels, and all those social media platforms you can use for developing the content, and it made available to students. So digital content creation should be done by the teachers in the future areas that we have to conduct. Art integration, number of arts are there, dancing art is there, presentation skills are there. So all art forms should be incorporated, that made the part of and parcel of the curricula. According to that, the presentation or the holistic development of the students can be achieved. So this is the part regarding the holistic development of the students. Experiential learning, in all the stages experiential learning will be adopted, including hands-on learning, arts integrated and sports integrated education, storytelling based pedagogy with each subject, and with exploration of relations among different subjects to close the gap in achievement of learning outcomes. Classroom transactions will shift towards competency based learning and education. The assessment tools, including assessment as of and for learning, will also be aligned with the learning outcomes, capabilities, and dispositions as specified for each subject of a given class. तो एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग में हैंड्स ऑन लर्निंग का यूज हम टीचर्स लोगों को करना पड़ेगा। उसी के साथ में ही जो लर्निंग आउटकम्स हैं वो लर्निंग आउटकम्स भी हमको डिफाइन करने पड़ेंगे। अकॉर्डिंग टू द लर्निंग आउटकम्स यू हैव टू डिजाइन योर एक्टिविटीज इन द क्लासरूम and provide the experiential learning opportunity to the students who are here in the classroom. So the importance of art, as we are discussing now in detail, art integration is a cross-curricular pedagogical approach that utilizes various aspects and forms of art and culture as the basis for learning of concepts across subjects. As a part of the thrust on experiential learning, art integrated education will be embedded in classroom transactions, not only for creating joyful classrooms, but also for imbibing the Indian ethos through integration of Indian art and culture in teaching and learning process at every level. This art integrated approach will strengthen the linkages between education and culture. So the art must be there when you are teaching in the classroom. So this is a very important and fantastic aspects that the policymakers have provided. You are the freedom is provided now to the faculty member. He is the owner of the classroom, and according to his wish, according to his concepts, he has the liberty to design the pedagogy and the subject, the knowledge which he has to impart to the students. So the freedom is provided to students, and number of creative things the teacher can add to explore the new areas of knowledge in front of the students with the help of art, with the help of culture. Basically, the Bharat is divided into 4 parts, and these 4 directions have a very great culture and very great art forms. East, West, North, and South. These are the 4 directions. And if you imagine the Indian Bharatiya map in front of you and divide these 4 directions, then in these 4 directions, number of art forms are there, number of beautiful activities of each region are there, number of festivals are there, number of rituals are there. So all these activities that you have to incorporate into your curricula, into your day-to-day teaching, to make the classroom very joyful. So this is very important part that the policy makers have provided the freedom to the teacher, the faculty member, because of the integration of the experiential learning and art integration. Sport integration is another cross-curricular pedagogical approach that utilizes physical activities, including indigenous sports, in pedagogical practices to help in developing skills such as collaboration, self-initiative, self-direction, self-discipline, teamwork, responsibility, citizenship, etc. So all these are soft skills. ये जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं स्पोर्ट्स इंटीग्रेशन की, ये किस लिए जरूरी है? तो बेसिकली क्या होता है, जब कोई भी बच्चा महाविद्यालय में आता है तो उस महाविद्यालय की जिम्मेदारी होती है उसका सर्वांगीण विकास होना चाहिए। तो सर्वांगीण विकास के लिए उसी को पुस्तकों के किताबों के अलावा उसको मैदान में भी जाना चाहिए और मैदान में जाकर एक खेल उसने सीखना चाहिए और उस खेल के माध्यम से उसमें जो कोलैबोरेशन है, आपसी सूझबूझ, अनेक लोगों को मिला के काम करना है, उसमें एक डिसिप्लिन, टीम वर्क और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, सिटीजनशिप, यह जो मूल्य है, यह मूल्यों का निर्वहन उसमें होता है. तो फॉर दैट पर्पज स्पोर्ट इंटीग्रेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Another aspect of holistic development that is empower students through flexibility in course choices. Students will be given increased flexibility and choice of subjects to study, particularly in secondary school, including subjects in physical education, the arts and crafts and vocational skills, so that they can design their own paths of study and life plans. Holistic development and wide choice of subjects and courses year to year will be the new distinguishing feature of secondary school education. There will be no hard separation among curricular, extracurricular, or co-curricular, among arts, humanities, and sciences, or between vocational or academic streams. Subjects such as physical education, the arts and crafts, and vocational skills, in addition to science, humanities, and mathematics, will be incorporated throughout the school curriculum with a consideration for what is interesting and safe at each age. So all these aspects are incorporated: sciences, humanities, social sciences, and all these subjects that are incorporated into the curriculum in higher education also, so that the students can get the idea about the number of subjects and his personality going to be a holistic personality. And for that purpose, the pedagogy and also the curriculum must be designed according to the incorporation of the arts, incorporation of sports, incorporation of yoga in the curriculum. This is very important, and we are going to discuss after the presentation of this PowerPoint that why holistic development is important and the five koshas that we have to discuss. It is very important when we are talking about the NEP implementation. Right now, we will discuss in detail in just completion of this PowerPoint presentation. Multilingualism and the power of language, as we have discussed right now, that now number of languages are there in Bharat, and according to that regional languages, the students have provided the opportunity that they can choose their mother language as the medium of expression. Now it is not mandatory that English should be there. The national language and mother language, they are the important aspects in the multilingualism, and also the students according to their choice has the opportunity to choose any foreign language he or she wants to learn. It is well understood that young children learn and grasp non-tribal concepts more quickly in their home language or mother language. Mahatma Gandhi, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, Yogi Aurobindo, then Gurudev Rabindranath Thakur, all these great personalities and the philosophers, they have agreed that the mother language is if the mother language is the medium of instruction and education, the students can grasp the subjects easily as compared to the foreign language. So considering these aspects, the mother language is used and it is made mandatory for the school level also. Home language is usually the same language as the mother tongue or that which is spoken by local communities. The three language formula will continue to be implemented while keeping in mind the constitutional provisions, aspirations of the people, regions, and the union, and the need to promote multilingualism as well as promote national unity. However, there will be a greater flexibility in the three language formula, and no language will be imposed on any state. So this is important, that there should not be any type of burden among the states that you have to choose this particular language or that. According to the choice of the students and the teaching faculty and the states, They are free to choose any language from any part of the Bharat. The three languages learned by children will be the choices of states, regions, and of courses of the student themselves, so long as at least two of the three languages are native to India. So the compulsion of English is now removed. All efforts will be made in preparing high quality bilingual textbooks and teaching learning materials for science and mathematics so that students are enabled to think and speak about the two subjects both in their home language, mother tongue, and in English. So the books are the learning material that should be made available in bilingual means the regional language and another that is in Hindi, that is the national language. So these two languages, education in these two languages preferably accepted by all states, and now they are implementing all the policies of the languages, and according to that the curriculum and the pedagogy is decided. The AICD has also now providing the technical education in all the regional languages. In MP also the same system is followed. So the system of multilingualism is rightly following in all over the Bharat. So what type of different skills that the students will get after implementation of the national education policy according to the uh, suggestions provided in the draft? What will happen? First, the proficiency in languages will be there among the students. The scientific temper and evidence-based thinking, the ability is increased. Creativity and innate innovativeness, that is also increase. We can observe that the students can get the creativity and innovativeness in their day-to-day life. Sense of aesthetics and art, the students can get awareness about the art and aesthetics. They can take part in dance, drama, music. So the personality is going to shape in a multidimensional personality. Oral and written communication, health and nutrition, physical education, fitness, wellness and sports, collaboration and teamwork, problem solving and logical reasoning, vocational exposure and skills, digital literacy, coding and computational thinking, ethical and moral reasoning, knowledge and practice of human and constitutional values, gender sensitivity, fundamental duties, citizen skills and values, knowledge of India, environmental awareness, including water and resource conservation, sanitation and hygiene, and current affairs and knowledge of critical issues facing local communities, states, the country, and the world. So these are the abilities the students can get when we are talking about the holistic development. And for that purpose, we have to design and develop the curricula according to the local needs, and on a wider scale, the knowledge of Bharat, knowledge of India, that we have to place in front of the students. So for that purpose, as I have mentioned, that we have to divide the Indian map into four directions, and according to that we have to provide the curriculum and the syllabus to the students, that they can get the complete idea about the Indian culture, about the Indian artifacts, about the Indian self-reliancy, about the Indian cuisine, all these things that we have to incorporate into our curricula. It is the now a broader canvas is there in front of the uh, board of study members and also the policy makers who are going to design the curricula. It is their choice. Now the broader canvas is there in front of you. You can design anything you want, but the broader frame is of Bharat, knowing Bharat. So the temple structure is there, the ancient monuments are there. You can do anything you want, but for that purpose, you must be aware about the great heritage of the great legacy of Bharat. According to that, you have to design and develop the curriculum. Along with this, if we want to become the global citizens. So for that purpose, what we have to do, we have to impart the training in the areas also, like artificial intelligence, design thinking, holistic health, organic living, environmental education, and global citizenship education. That should be the initiatives that we have to consider. अगर हमको ग्लोबल सिटीजन बनना है, अगर हमारे जो बच्चे हैं, हमारी अपकमिंग जो आबादी है, उसको आगे बढ़ाना है, तो हमको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का भी साथ लेना पड़ेगा। हमको जो हमारी स्वास्थ्य की समस्या है, वो स्वास्थ्य की समस्या को ध्यान में रखकर हमको होलिस्टिक हेल्थ के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा, ऑर्गेनिक लिविंग के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा। इसके भी जो परिणाम है, हम लोग सब भुगत रहे हैं। ऑर्गेनिक लिविंग ऑन बिकॉज ऑफ द excessive use of pesticides, number of diseases like cancer, that is increasing, diabetes, increasing number of cases are there. And now we have to focus on organic living, environmental education, that is the big issue in coming years, that we have to focus on environmental education. See, the subject we are talking environmental education, but we have forgotten the teachings. See, about environmental education, पर्यावरण के बारे में तो भारतीय लोगों के सिवा किसी ने भी सोचा ही नहीं होगा, ऐसा मेरा मानना है। क्योंकि हमारे जो त्योहार है, वो सब त्योहार पर्यावरण को जोड़कर रखने में हमारे को मदद करते हैं। ऐसा क्यों है? तो उसके भी उदाहरण हमारे साथ में हमको, हमारे जो रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी है, उसमें हमको देखने को मिलते हैं। तो सवेरे हम जो प्रार्थना करते हैं, समुद्र वसने देवी, समुद्र वसने देवी, तो ये जो प्रार्थना है, ये प्रार्थना है कि हमारी ये जो भारत माता है, यह भारत माता, हम जब रोज सवेरे उठते हैं तो उसको नमन करते हैं और कहते हैं कि हे भारत माता, मैं अभी आपके ऊपर पाँव रखने वाला हूँ, आप मुझे क्षमा कीजिए। तो ये कृतज्ञता वाला जो भाव है, ये प्रेम वाला जो भाव है, यह भाव हमको हमारे प्रार्थनाओं में से सिखाया गया है। तो अगर ये कृतज्ञता वाला भाव अगर उस बच्चे के मन में अगर पनपेगा, तो वो कहाँ थूकेगा, कहाँ उस पानी को खराब करेगा, कहाँ उस हवा को खराब करेगा। तो उसके मन में ये जो पर्यावरण है, उसके प्रति जागरूकता बढ़ेगी ही बढ़ेगी, और उसका वह सम्मान करेगा। वो कभी पेड़ काटने की कोशिश नहीं करेगा, बल्कि वो पेड़ लगाएगा। तो ये जो भाव है, यह भाव हमको मिला है हमारे प्रार्थनाओं से, हमारी सनातन संस्कृति से, लेकिन वो प्रार्थना करने हम लोग भूल गए हैं। इसीलिए यही कहना है कि एनवायरमेंटल एजुकेशन के बारे में हम हमको हमारे जो संस्कृति है, वह संस्कृति को देखना पड़ेगा, फिर से उसको उजागर करना पड़ेगा, फिर से उसको साथ में लेकर चलना पड़ेगा। दिवाली का महोत्सव आने वाला है, अभी जो नवरात्रि का महोत्सव चल रहा है, नवरात्रि के महोत्सव में देखिए हमारी सब जो व्यवस्था है, वह व्यवस्था पूरी तरह से हमको हमारे संस्कृति और पर्यावरण के प्रति जागरूकता बनाए रखने के लिए मदद करती है। तो अभी जो हम लोगों ने जो ये देवी की प्रतिष्ठा हमारे घर में की है, उसके लिए हमने घट की स्थापना की है। घट के सामने हमने एक कलश रखा है। कलश के इर्द गिर्द मट्टी है, मट्टी में हमने बीज बोए हैं। और वो बीज बोने का जो प्रक्रिया है, वो क्यों की है? तो हमारा जो धान अभी निकला है, उस धान की क्वालिटी कैसी है? बीज प्रक्रिया की जो व्यवस्था थी, वह पहले कुछ नहीं थी। तो बीज प्रक्रिया हमको, अगर हमारे धान्य की धान की क्वालिटी चेक करनी है, उसकी गुणवत्ता चेक करनी है, उसकी गुणवत्ता को परखना है, तो हमको यह करना पड़ेगा। और उसमें से हम लोग देखते हैं कि किस तरह से फसल हम लोगों को मिलेगी। तो यह ये करने का एक माध्यम है। बीज गुणवत्ता और द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ योर लैंड, माती परीक्षण जिसको हम कहते हैं, वह करने की प्रक्रिया यह हमारा नवरात्र उत्सव में हम लोग करते हैं। उसी के साथ में दिवाली का उत्सव हम लोग मनाते हैं। दिवाली के उत्सव में भी बहुत सारे लोग अलग अलग की पटाखे जलाते हैं। उससे बहुत सारा प्रदूषण होता है, लेकिन हमारे पास पटाखे जलाने की कोई प्रक्रिया नहीं थी। लेकिन लोग आपस में मिलेंगे, जुलेंगे, बात करेंगे, एकत्रित रहेंगे, तो इसके वजह से आपसी प्रेम संबंध बने रहे, सौहार्द की भावना समाज में बने। इसीलिए इतनी सारी व्यवस्था यहाँ पर की गई है। हमारे जो सन उत्सव और त्योहार हैं, ये सारे त्योहार पर्व हम लोग जो मनाते हैं, उसका कारण यही है कि हम लोग हमारा जो पर्यावरण है उसके प्रति जागरूक रहे, उसके ऊपर हम लोग निर्भर है। यह बात सभी लोगों को समझनी चाहिए। नाग पंचमी की पूजा हम लोग करते हैं यहाँ पर महाराष्ट्र में। पोला बड़े त्योहार के साथ मनाया जाता है। So all these activities, all these festivals, all these rituals are basically rooted into the land, and basically it is for the environment protection and environment conservation. So environmental education जो है, यह हम हमारे जो भारतीय संस्कृति है, इसमें से हम लोगों ने बहुत हजारों सालों से यह प्रक्रिया निरंतर शुरू है। लेकिन ये जो बीच का जो 300 साल पुराना सब जो व्यवस्था गई है, यह 300 साल पुरानी व्यवस्था ने हमारी सब जो शिक्षा प्रणाली है, वह शिक्षा प्रणाली को जोड़ दिया है, उसको जोड़ मरोड़ दिया है। और उसका जो दुष्परिणाम है, ये सब हम लोग उसका देख रहे हैं। तो फिर से हमको हमारी जो संस्कृति है, सनातन संस्कृति है, उसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए हमको काम करना पड़ेगा, और उसको हम लोग जरूर आगे बढ़ाएंगे। तो मेजर रिकमेंडेशंस क्या है? तो मूविंग टुवर्ड्स a higher educational system consisting of large multidisciplinary universities and colleges with at least one in or near every district, and with more HIs across India that offer a medium of instruction or programs in local and Indian languages. तो इसका कहना है कि हमारे जो कॉलेजेस हैं, यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, और मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी यूनिवर्सिटी हमको बनानी है। बहुविद्याशाखीय जो यूनिवर्सिटीज है, उसको हमको आगे बढ़ावा देना पड़ेगा। जैसे अभी इसके शुरुआती में मैंने आपको कहा कि ज्यादातर लोग जा रहे हैं, मेडिकल प्रोफेशन को चूज करना चाह रहे हैं, और टेक्निकल एजुकेशन प्रोफेशन को चूज करना चाह रहे हैं। लेकिन हमको आगे मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी ये जो एस्पेक्ट है, बहुविद्याशाखीय ज्ञान परंपरा, उसको हमको आगे बढ़ाना पड़ेगा। मूविंग टुवर्ड्स अ मोर मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी अंडर ग्रेजुएट एजुकेशन, ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो बहुविद्याशाखीय इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, वह इंस्टीट्यूट्स हमको खोलने पड़ेंगे। उसकी सुविधा ग्रामीण और शहरी दोनों ठिकानों पर हमको करनी पड़ेगी। यह भी यह हायर एजुकेशन में जो सुझाव है, यहाँ पर ये नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में रखे हैं। To promote research, the National Research Foundation should be established on a national level, and according to that, the research facilities must be provided to the faculties, teachers. Generally, what is happening that what I have observed during the span of 15 years, that the researchers from the social sciences and humanities, a barrier is there, or we can say a complete divergence is there, that the students, the researchers who are working in the area of engineering, their research, engineering and sciences, in pharmacy, their research is totally different, and the researchers who are working in social sciences and humanities, their research is totally different. So why? Because in sciences, in sciences, then in pharmacy, they have the facility or they have the opportunity to create a prototype, a model they can develop. But what about social sciences? The model basically it is a theoretical type. So because of that, the faculties from the social sciences, though they have the vast opportunities in the research in social sciences, because these are the branches of knowledge. On the basis of these, the holistic development can be achieved. So a vast area that they have in front of them, but they are lacking. So considering this, the national innovation policy, which was come into existence in 2019, according to that national innovation and startup policy, that 3% of total budget of the university corpus is made available to the researchers, that they can do the research according to their choice. But it is mandatory for all the universities that they should keep 3% of total budget for the research activities, and for that purpose they have to start innovation and incubation center at the university level. In our university also, we have the Atal Innovation and Incubation Center, and through this innovation and incubation center, now the ideas, the innovative ideas that can be shaped into business models, and they can achieve great results in the life. So in from this point of view, I have to say something regarding the innovation and startup ideas that the policy is focusing about. And it is very important that we have a great impetus in rural areas, and if the faculties and students can start some of the agriculture based startups in their schools and colleges, definitely they have the great uh, opportunity in the years to come. कुछ दिनों पहले हम लोग ने ये इनोवेशन एंड स्टार्टअप के बारे में जरा बात की, जानकारी ली, और ऐसा सब पता चला है कि ये स्टार्टअप और इनोवेशन के माध्यम से हम लोग जो सोशल साइंसेस और ह्यूमैनिटीज में काम कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए बहुत सारी सुविधाएं और अपॉर्चुनिटीज है। और जो रूरल एरियाज में, ग्रामीण विभाग में काम कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए तो बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है। उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, तो हमारे जो सभी छात्र हैं, यह छात्र ग्रामीण भाग से होते हैं, ग्रामीण, तो उनका जो परंपरागत व्यवसाय होता है वह खेती होता है, और खेती में से उनका जो धान निकलता है, वह धान किस प्रकार का है, उसके लिए कैसे मार्केटिंग प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, ऐसा एक हमारे महाविद्यालय का एक ग्रुप बनाकर अगर हम लोग काम करेंगे, तो उनका स्टार्टअप बन सकता है। स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी है, ये सब ओनियन का जो विषय है, प्याज का जो विषय है, लहसुन का जो विषय है, इसके बारे में अगर हम लोग काम करेंगे, टमाटर का जो विषय है, आलू का जो विषय है, इसके बारे में अगर हम लोग काम करेंगे, तो डेफिनेटली हमारे जो छात्र हैं, हमारे महाविद्यालय में पढ़ने वाले, हमारे विश्वविद्यालय में पढ़ने वाले, तो उनके लिए एक बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म हम लोग मुहैया करा सकते हैं। फॉर दैट पर्पज दे कॉलेज एंड यूनिवर्सिटी शुड हैव द इनोवेशन एंड स्टार्टअप क्लब। यही जलगांव में एक जो स्टार्टअप की स्टोरी है, वह स्टोरी भी इसी प्रकार के है कि उन्होंने उनके महाविद्यालय में इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था शुरू की। उनके यहाँ पर जो जलगांव का जो बेसिकली जो मेजर क्रॉप है, दैट इज द बनाना। So and it is observed that the banana chips, the college is now utilizing the opportunity and they are making the banana chips, and the students they are doing the marketing of their product, and they are achieved a great success, yeah, by running their startup. So these are the activities that we are able to do in our colleges, in our institutes, with the help of this new national innovation and startup policy. This is also the part and parcel of the national education policy, the NEP 2020. So these are the areas that we have to focus. Now, what will be the governance system? Governance of AGIs. AGIs in Bharat, basically three sectors will be there in the coming future, that the universities are there, but now the universities has to decide their status. What will be their own status, that they have to go for the teaching universities, or they have to go for the research intensive universities, or again the third part is about the autonomous colleges. So there will not, henceforward there will not be any type of affiliated college system. In our university we have more than 400 affiliated colleges, but in future there will not be any type of affiliating agency to the college universities. There will be two types of universities only. One is the teaching intensive universities, and another one that is the research intensive universities. So the colleges, what will be the future of colleges? Now the colleges, they must be autonomous colleges. So all the colleges, they are running as affiliated colleges. Now in future they will be the autonomous colleges. So what mean by autonomy? Means they are now free to design their curricula. They are now to free their do their assessment. Nobody is going to control them. They have the opportunity and they have the facility. They have the freedom according to their local needs. They can design their curriculum and all the things that are required to provide the uh, provide the training to the holistic development of the students. So these are the, so this will be the structure of higher education institutes in Bharat. One is the research intensive universities, another one will be the teaching intensive universities, and third one will be the colleges will be there, but they are not, they are autonomous colleges. So these are the sectors that we have to focus on towards a more holistic and multidisciplinary education. What we have to do, that we have to start credit based courses. But on what aspects that we have to start the based courses? One is community engagement and service, another one is environmental education, climate change, pollution, waste management, sanitation, conservation of biological diversity, management of biological resources and biodiversity, forest and wildlife conservation, and sustainable development and living. Then value based courses. So on what aspects that we have to develop these value based courses? Development of humanistic, ethical, constitutional and universal human values of truth, that is satya, righteous conduct, that is dharma, peace, that is shanti, love, that is prem, non-violence, that is ahimsa, scientific temper, citizenship values, and also life skills, lessons in seva, service and participation in community service programs will be considered an integral part of holistic education. So these are the aspects that we have to cover in our curricula for the value based and holistic development. We are seeing right now in the society that the values are devastated in the society. We are observing the number of cases of harassment of human on women in the prevailing society. So what is the main reason behind this? That is, the value system is cracked. Nobody is going to think about the values, and to nurture the values in the society we have to develop and design the courses which are basically very helpful to nurture the systems of values in the society. So for the ideal values that our ancestors and the philosophers of like Mahatma Gandhi, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, Yogi Arvindo, all these philosophers continuously talking about the value education, and for that purpose we have to focus on the value systems in the society, and also what are the constitutional values, what are the rights, and what are the responsibilities of the citizens. That training is also imparted to the students when they are in the higher education. Along with that, we have to create environmental awareness among the students about the climate change, pollution, waste management, the problems of sanitation, then conservation of biological diversity, management of biological resources and biodiversity. So all these aspects we have to focus on, and to make aware the coming generations of the Bharat. That is the duty and that is the responsibility of the teachers, so that the youth that can be developed on a overall level. So the structure and length of the program, undergraduate level, it is observed that and it is recommended that the undergraduate level should be of 3 to 4 years duration, a 4 years degree with research. If the student completes a rigorous research project in their major areas of study as specified by the HEI. So here it is mentioned as it is the duty of HEI that they have to provide the major areas to the students, and it is the choice of the student right now that he or she has to accept the or decide the major areas in which I have to carry forward my study. According to that, the 4 year degree with research is imparted to the student. HEI will have the flexibility to offer different designs of master program. It is the flexibility to the higher education institute. According to the major subjects of the students, they have the flexibility that they are going to provide the master's program according to the major subjects the students have opted. There may be a 2 years program with the second year devoted entirely to research for those who have completed the 3 years bachelor's program. If a student has completed 3 year bachelor's program and according to the his choice, the 2 year research is carried out by the student, and the degree of research means 3 years of undergraduate and 2 years of research. According to that, the student is going to complete the 5 years research degree along with bachelor's degree program. That is the very good thing that the structure of NEP focuses about. Now, what is happening in the previous structure, that for the completion of a research, or you have to complete the MPhil, or you have to complete the PhD, that is the highest degree in the education that we have to carry out in research area. But now when we are talking about the advancements in the structure, then the area that the policy has provided the flexibility that now in within 5 years you are going to complete your research. But in previous days, you have to complete undergraduate level in 3 years, then 2 years of masters, then again for PhD you have to go for minimum 2 years and maximum 5 years. So that was the near about 10 years journey. Now it is shortened, it is minimized in half. That is, in 5 years you are having research degree in your hand. So for students completing a 4 years bachelor's program with research, there could be a 1 year master's program, and there may be an integrated 5 years bachelor's master's program. So these are the areas that the policy about talking about the structure of the programs, that undergraduate level, master level, the undergraduate plus research areas that you have to carry out when we are talking about the structure and length of the program that the NEP focuses on. So this is about the presentation, holistic development of the that is the main aspect of the National Education Policy 2020. When we are talking about the holistic development, then definitely what we have to think, that we have to think about the personality development according to the Indian philosophy, according to the Indian culture. As I have mentioned that It is the concept of Panchakosh Vikas, that when we are talking about the personality development, what is this Panchakosh Vikas? तो उसके बारे में हम लोग थोड़े से बात करेंगे। अगर किसी भी व्यक्ति को हमारे जीवन में आगे बढ़ना है, तो उसके लिए जो भारतीय तत्वज्ञान ने जो कंसेप्ट बताई है, उसको हम लोग पंचकोशीय विकास यह संकल्पना कहते हैं। उसमें 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 जो पहला कोश है, उसका जो वर्णन है, इट इज डिस्क्रिप्शन, दैट इज दी अन्नमय कोश। व्हाट इज दिस अन्नमय कोश? दैट आवर बॉडी इज मेड फ्रॉम फूड। हमारा जो शरीर है, यह शरीर हमारे अन्न से पैदा होता है। तो जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, ऐसा कहा गया है। और ऐसा भी कहते हैं कि अन्न है पूर्ण ब्रह्म। दिस द फूड इज द whole universe. Why it is said that this is the importance of the anna, it is the importance of food? क्यों ऐसा कहते हैं? हमारा जो शरीर बनता है वह अन्न से बनता है, और जिस तरह का अन्न हम ग्रहण करते हैं, उसी तरह से हमारा शरीर तैयार होता है। तो उसके लिए बैलेंस्ड डाइट की संकल्पना हमारे जो संस्कृति है, वह संस्कृति में मानी गई है। तो किसे बैलेंस डाइट कहते हैं? आज हम अगर देखेंगे, तो सबसे ज्यादा अगर हमारा पैसा किस पे खर्च होता है, तो हमारे हेल्थ के ऊपर हमारा पैसा खर्च होता है। ये मनुष्य जीवन की कैसी त्रासदी है, और जो हमें अभी दिखाई देती है, उसके बहुत सारे उदाहरण हमको देखने को आते हैं। छोटे छोटे बच्चों को ही अभी उनको ऐनक लगी है, चश्मा पहनते हैं छोटी उम्र में भी। छोटी उम्र में ही उनके जो बाल है वो सफेद हो गए हैं। और जो युवा है, वह एट द एज ऑफ 39-40, उसी में उनको हार्ट अटैक आ रहे हैं। Number of diseases, they are increasing. Why this is happening? Because we are not following the our life cycle has totally changed, our routine has totally changed. And why this is happening? That we are not following the structure, we are not maintaining our daily routine, we are not taking the balanced diet. So for that purpose, we have to think about the uh, three basic concepts। तीन जो मूलभूत चीज है, उसके बारे में हमको सोचना पड़ेगा। तो वो क्या तीन मूलभूत चीजें हैं? तो पहला है हमारा आहार, दूसरा है हमारा विहार, और तीसरा है हमारा विचार। अगर ये तीन चीजों के बारे में हम बारकाई से सोचेंगे, तो हमको हमारे जीवन में सभी तरह की आसानी हमको प्राप्त हो सकती है। अदरवाइज इट विल बी अ मेस इन आवर सिस्टम। जैसे मैंने आपको कहा, छोटी छोटी उम्र के जो बच्चे हैं, उनको अलग अलग समस्याएं निर्माण हो रही है। तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? हमको अवेयर करना पड़ेगा। हमारी जो पीढ़ी है उसको अवेयर करना पड़ेगा। क्या अवेयर करना पड़ेगा? तो हमारा जो डाइट है, उसके डाइट के ऊपर हमको काम करना पड़ेगा। हमको योगा करना पड़ेगा। शरीरम आद्यम खलु धर्म साधनम, ऐसा एक है। अगर हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ रहेगा, तो हम धर्म कर सकेंगे। सो व्हाट इज धर्म? धर्म के चार आयाम हमको बताए गए हैं, हमारी जो भारतीय संस्कृति है। धर्म, अर्थ, काम एंड मोक्ष। तो ये चारों चीजें अगर हमको प्राप्त करनी है, तो वो किसके माध्यम से हमको प्राप्त होगी? तो हमारे शरीर के माध्यम से हमको प्राप्त करनी होगी। तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसलिए हमारे शरीर को हमको तंदुरुस्त रखना पड़ेगा। अगर शरीर तंदुरुस्त रहेगा, तो मन अच्छा रहेगा। अगर मन अच्छा रहेगा, तो हम अच्छा विचार कर सकेंगे, अच्छी कृति कर सकेंगे, और जीवन में आगे बढ़ सकेंगे। इसीलिए शरीर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। और शरीर को अच्छा रखने के लिए हमको आहार और विहार अच्छा करना पड़ेगा। तो आहार और बैलेंस डाइट, और विहार के लिए हमको फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज करनी पड़ेगी। हमको चलना पड़ेगा, हमको दौड़ना पड़ेगा, हमको योगा करना पड़ेगा, हमको कसरत करनी पड़ेगी। अगर हम लोग ये करेंगे, तो हमको कोई व्याधि नहीं होगी। और जितना कमाया है, उतना हम लोग आनंद के लिए हमको रख सकेंगे। नहीं तो जितना कमाया तरुण्य अवस्था में जितना कमाता है वही व्यक्ति वह जब बुढ़ापे में जाता है तो सब पैसा उसको अपने हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन में खर्च करना पड़ता है. So for that purpose, we have to create awareness among the budding generation of Bharat regarding the five-fold development of personality. For that purpose, अन्नमय कोश को हमको समझना पड़ेगा. आयुर्वेदा ने इसके बारे में हमको बताया है कि हमारा जो शरीर है वह शरीर तीन प्रकृति से हमारा बनता है, उसको कहते हैं प्रकृति. तो तीन प्रकृति के शरीर हमारे अंदर रहते हैं, वात पित्त और कफ. तो ये जो तीन प्रकृति है, इन तीन प्रकृति को समझकर इसको हमको बैलेंस रखना पड़ेगा और कभी हमको ऐसे बीमारियों को जूझना न पड़े, इसके लिए हमको प्रयास करने पड़ेंगे. यह पहला जो विषय है वह अन्नमय कोश है. दूसरा उससे भी जो सूक्ष्म है उसे कहते हैं प्राणमय कोश. अगर हमारे को जीवन हमका अच्छे से बिताना है तो हमको प्राण की साधना करनी पड़ेगी. और प्राण की साधना करने के लिए हमें उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ता है जो हमारे मनीषियों ने हमको बताया है, योगा. इसके लिए हम हमारे पास एक अच्छा सा साधन, वी हैव द ग्रेट हेरिटेज ऑफ योग that the Patanjali, Maharishi Patanjali has provided us the very important tool. And yoga is not only describing about the physical fitness, it is also a mental exercise. And for that purpose, that eight folds, eight ways of yoga that the Maharishi Patanjali focusing on, that yam, niyam, ahar, vihar, dhyan, dharana, pratyahar and samadhi. These are the eight folds that we have to accept when we are talking about the yoga and pranayama. So this is very important that we have to think according to that yoga system. Third one that we have to discuss about, that is the intellectual sheath, that is the intellectual sheet. Here we are going to develop the critical thinking. We are going to think about the analysis, how we are going to analyze the situations in our life. For that purpose, our intelligence quotient must be there, and for that reason you have to carry out number of exercises. There are two parts of our brains, left part and right part. In the It is observed and scientifically proven that in the right part you have the compartment which is dedicated towards your art, dedicated towards your critical thinking. In the left part it is the numerous artifacts, we can say dancing is there, then your skills, that is the part of your left brain. So you have to take education in all these aspects, all these areas. Because of this, that your personality and your intelligent quotient can be developed. For that purpose, the national education policy is also focusing on critical thinking and analysis, logical reasoning. ये जो बातें हैं, ये बातों को हमको ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. तीसरा जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है वह है माइंड. हमारा जो मन है उसके बारे में हमारे मनीषियों ने बहुत सारा सोचा है और उसका अनुसंधान भी किया है. when we are discussing about the psychological aspects and the study of mind, very proudly we follow the theories provided by the Jung and provided by the Freud, ego, superego, ID. So what these are the aspects that all these are dedicated to Western thinkers and philosophers only. But before them, the Indian philosophers and thinkers, they have provided the right guidance in our स्टडी ऑफ माइंड. तो क्या हम हमारे जो संत महंत थे, ऋषि मुनि थे, उन्होंने इन सब लोगों, पाश्चात्य लोगों से पहले ही हम लोगों के लिए यह ज्ञान की शलाका खोल दी है, और उसमें उन्होंने हमको हमारा जो मन है, उस मन का फंक्शन कैसे होता है, उसकी कार्य प्रणाली कैसे होती है, उसके बारे में पूरे विस्तार से जानकारी दी है। तो श्री कृष्ण ने भी अर्जुन को उपदेश देते हुए कहा है कि मन ऐसी चीज है कि उसे कंट्रोल में लाना यह बहुत ही दुर्धर काम है। एक समय हम जो हवा है, उसका वेग है, उसको हम नियंत्रित कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हमारा जो मन है, उसका जो वेग है, उसकी गति है, उसकी जो चंचलता है, उसको हम हमारे कंट्रोल में लाने के लिए बहुत प्रयास करना पड़ता है। इसीलिए भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को कहा कि यू मस्ट बी योगी, आपको योगी होना चाहिए। तो योगी के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो उसको प्राणायाम सीखना पड़ेगा। प्राणायाम सीख के ही हम मन को नियंत्रित कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि वह मन अति चंचल है। तो मन के जो आवरण है, उस मन के आवरणों को समझना पड़ेगा। हमारे जो मनीषी है, जिसका मैंने अभी उल्लेख किया है, योगी अरविंदो है, गुरुदेव रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर है। गुरुदेव रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर की जो बहुत ही प्रसिद्ध कविता है, वेयर द माइंड इज विदाउट फियर एंड हेड इज हेल्ड हाई, वेयर नॉलेज इज फ्री, वेयर द वर्ल्ड हैज नॉट बीन ब्रोकन अप इनटू फ्रैगमेंट्स बाय नैरो डोमेस्टिक वॉल्स, where the clear stream of reason has not lost into the dreary desert sand of dead habits, where the clear stream of reason had not lost into the dreary dead hands of habits। तो ये जो कविता है, ये कविता में गुरुदेव रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर उसी मन को निर्भय करके हमको आगे बढ़ना है, यह प्रार्थना करते हैं। योगी अरविंदो भी इसी बात को बढ़ावा देते हैं कि अगर शिक्षा हमको प्राप्त करनी है, तो उससे पहले हमारा जो मन है, उसको निर्भय बनना पड़ेगा। उसमें से जो भी भय है, वह भय दूर करना पड़ेगा। और भय किसी वजह से किस व्यक्ति को होता है? तो अज्ञान के वजह से होता है। एंड स्वामी विवेकानंदा से कि अत दीप भव, अत दीप भव, ये तो हमको गौतम बुद्ध ने कहा है, और स्वामी विवेकानंद ने कहा है कि यू आर द क्रिएटर ऑफ योर ओन डेस्टिनी। आप स्वयं प्रकाशित है, मीन्स आपके पास सब ज्ञान है। और स्वामी विवेकानंदा ने कहा है कि एजुकेशन इज द मैनिफेस्टेशन ऑफ द नॉलेज ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग इन द ह्यूमन। हमारे अंतर्निहित जो ज्ञान है, उसका बृहत स्फुटीकरण ही उसको ज्ञान कहते हैं। तो ये जो कंसेप्ट है, यह कंसेप्ट को हमको बारकाई से सीखना पड़ेगा, उसको सुनना पड़ेगा। इस वजह से हमारे जो मनीषियों हैं, ये सब विद्वान लोगों ने, जो दार्शनिक है, इन लोगों ने ये जो सब विचार हमारे सामने रखे हैं, इस वजह से हमको हमारी जो शिक्षा व्यवस्था है, यह शिक्षा व्यवस्था को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए मदद हमको मिलती है। और पांचवा जो एस्पेक्ट है, वह पांचवा एस्पेक्ट है कि प्लीज, व्हाट इज द अल्टीमेट एम ऑफ द ह्यूमन लाइफ? आनंद की प्राप्ति। तो आनंद प्राप्ति के लिए अलग अलग प्रत्येक व्यक्ति सापेक्ष यह संकल्पना है। तो किस चीज में हमको आनंद प्राप्त कर सकते हैं? What are the various ways with the help of which you are going to achieve the happiness in your life? So happiness and bliss, these are the two things. Happiness is related with the materialistic things, and the bliss is, that is the ultimate state where you are able to gain the knowledge, and after gaining the knowledge, you feel with the light in your body, in your mind, and that bliss takes you to the ultimate goal of your life. So this is the concept of the bliss sheets. So these are the 5 aspects that I have to focus on, and I have completed regarding this. I will show you some of the pictures, some of the videos that focuses on the national education policy and what the uh, basic concepts regarding the on-job training, how the students they are going to benefit with the help of on-job training, then what is the concept of national education policy, what is multiple entry, multiple exit. So first video that I want to show to you.
Digital learning through online portals such as SWAM and NPTEL offers a myriad of benefits. Digital learning is where you learn remotely through input live learning. Personally, I find digital learning to be extremely helpful as it allows me to learn a specific skill I want at my own pace.
From NPTEL or SWAM, an exceptional free online learning platform aligned with the NEP.
Digital learning through online portals such as SWAM and NPTEL offers a myriad of benefits.
Digital learning is where you learn remotely through input live learning. Personally, I find digital learning to be extremely helpful as it allows me to learn a specific skill I want at my own pace.
From NPTEL or SWAM, an exceptional free online learning platform aligned with the NEP, National Education Policy's vision for education transformation.
You're being taught topics of relevance. You have assignments, you have doubt clearing sessions, you have tests to check your progress. Now we've got something special. I myself have done an NPTEL course. Let me tell you, I firmly believe that this is a step towards the future of education and learning in general.
The platform also offers variety of courses under 22 disciplines and internships for top performers, promoting experiential learning as encouraged by the NEP.
The online courses have allowed me to utilize my free time for career advancement, and the flexible timing options have given me the opportunity to incorporate these courses seamlessly into my routine according to my own convenience.
I can access a wide range of courses anytime, anywhere. This flexibility has allowed me to pursue my education at my own pace and
It's particularly beneficial for someone who lives in remote areas. The Swayam Prabha DTH channel made it possible for the students from rural areas to learn new concepts without any access to internet. One of the main benefits of Swayam is its cost effectiveness. You don't have to pay a much fee for registration. You have to pay a nominal fee for the certificate after the completion of courses and exams.
It is affordable, which makes less impact on the student budget. Like NPTEL does not take money until you have to give the exam.
Online courses are also cost effective. It can save you money from travel and accommodations. And as with NPTEL and Swayam, there is no cost of learning fee.
These platforms offer a wide range of courses from top educational institutions, allowing students to access high quality lectures and study materials anytime, anywhere.
It is provides very diversified courses. So you can select what interest we have in.
Additionally, interactive features like quizzes and discussion forums promote active engagement, enhancing understanding and knowledge retention.
Digital learning platforms recognize the importance of certifications. These certificates not only validate my useful knowledge and also enhance my professional profile.
I can enhance knowledge and skills on certificates from IITs that can boost my resume and career prospects.
Dream of every engineering aspirant is to secure a seat at NITs or IITs, but unfortunately many couldn't. But Swayam portal made the dream a reality. Here we can directly learn both the theoretical and the practical knowledge from the faculties of IITs and NITs, and also from experienced mentors for free.
Students like us from state universities doesn't actually give the access to learn the lectures or share the lectures presented by IIT and NIT professors. Right? These portals we can easily get access to that just using our mobile device.
Lectures are recorded. I can download them and revisit them anytime if I forget about a certain topic.
These courses have a complete package of lessons, assignments, tests, and study material.
As it is a laid out structured platform. It was very interesting for me to get into a new topic while everything is laid out in front of me and I can get on to every topic while knowing where to start from and where to end.
Credit transfer policy under the UGC Regulations 2016, in which the MOOC courses which a student takes must be granted a credit score in their academic score.
NPTEL stands out due to its practical relevance, emphasizing real-world application and industrial alignment, which supports to the NEP's goal of fostering skills for societal needs.
These courses are really adding extra value to your resume and it really helps with building up your knowledge to a vast extent.
This course can add greater value to our resume and can make us to stand out from the crowd during any interview.
I have pursued courses on ethics and values in engineering and soft skills, both of which have augmented my communication skills and improved my value system as a future engineer.
And I have been privileged to part of Chandigarh University where elective subjects from NEP-OCT-A were compulsory for us. Though the subjects that I choose were something that was compulsory, but I thoroughly enjoyed the reading process of it. It is very easy, it is easier to comprehend, it is not very complex, and in fact, it provides you the deeper understanding about the subject itself.
Talking of myself, I always have a dream for entrepreneurship, but I lack in knowledge and experience. But through NPTEL and Swayam, I got a chance to learn from best faculty in India and certified in entrepreneurship from IIT Madras, making it more easy for me to understand various fields.
I took the Python for data science course from NPTEL since I wanted to learn about code, as well as learn about the data structures that are used in Python for data science. And I watched the recorded lectures whenever I wanted to and whenever I was free in my own pace. And now I know about the main concepts.
Overall, I think digital learning is a great way to learn new skills and advance your education. As it's flexible, convenient, and affordable. If you're looking for a way to improve your skills, I highly recommend checking out online learning platforms like Swayam or NPTEL.
So friend, this is the video which focuses about the digital learning. So this is digital learning is another a very great initiative because of which the barriers in education system can be stopped and the students who are because of their services, because of their business, because of their day-to-day activities, they are lacking or they may get drop out in the education system. But because of the digital learning, now the students can take education from their home and their leisure time. And this is a very unique facility provided by the NPTEL and the Swayam portal. And because of that, the students are getting education and they are prevailing and they are moving forward in their career. So number of institutes now they are offering the digital learning courses. Basically, a story, another digital content developing company, that is the Upgrade. This is the name of a startup, Upgrade, and it is started in 2016. And during the Corona period, the and now in 2024, if you look the progress of the company now, at the initial stage the upgrade is limited to Bharat only, but within these 8 years of spans, now it made its present in 23 countries, and they are making millions of money because of this digital learning platform. All types of courses they have developed, the certification, the credit transfer, all the facilities they have digitally. The students learn the content, and they have the assessment patterns in their own system, and they get certification, and it is a value added to their resume. Number of professional institutes now they are asking for digital learning, data mining, then quantum computing. All these courses they are now aligned with digital learning system only. Prior to this, what we know only about the IGNOU and Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University. These are the distant learning universities, but now with the digital learning platform, the education system has now changed totally, and this is only happened because of the implementation of NEP. Now the students, along with their regular teaching, regular learning, they have the facility, they have the accessibility that they can choose for the digital learning, and added advantage, added value to their curriculum. So this is only because of the digital content. So I urge all of you to go for the digital learning uh, workshops, how to design and develop a content on digital platform. Start a basic certificate course on a platform, on a YouTube channel, on or a Google Classroom. That can be or Coursera, or you can start on now it is also on Chat GPT. It is also made easily for the teachers, that they can design the course according to their choice. A small certificate course of 2 credit, that can be made as a practicing part for developing a digital content, and ask your students to enroll for the course. Design the 4 quadrants. First one is the digital content creation. Another one, that you have to go for the material, study material that you have to provide. The study material that you have to provide basically in the format of notes, then digital content by videos, by taking interviews, then along with the some discussions, seminars, then assessment and evaluation, and then the certification process. So these 4 quadrants you have to develop and assign the credits to the students. And because of this academic band of credit, so these courses, if a student completes, and the credits are added to the academic bank of credit of the students, and it can be transferable to the any part of Bharat system, that the national education policy has provided the opportunity for the teachers and the students. So if you are competent in your area, then definitely you can design and develop a course, and from all over the world the students can take the admission to enroll for your course and have the opportunity to learn a particular subject. Now basically, as the Indian knowledge system, this is a very high word now, hot cake. We can say that number of students now they are interested in learning the Indian knowledge system. So what is Indian knowledge system? That you have to design and develop a course, a small courses that you can develop. For example, agriculture. In agriculture, what type of Indian knowledge system that you have to incorporate? According to that, design a course, a simple courses that you can design. For example, in Diwali, what is the scientific aspects of Diwali? What is the scientific aspects of Navratri festival? Or you can say what are the science behind the Makar Sankranti, that kind of short-term courses, 2 credit courses that you are easily can make and make beneficial to the students of yours. So this is the very important aspect of digital content, that you have a freedom to decide and design. Another video that I want to show regarding the same, that importance of Indian knowledge system. What is the importance of Indian knowledge system, and what are the reactions of students regarding the Indian knowledge system? We have seen that some of and it is observed that the people, they are saying, what is there in India? There are no facilities, no anything. We are all in a very devastating situation. No roads, no anything, no research. But the students, if you provide the proper guidance to the students, then the students definitely, what type of attitude and what type of direction you give the students, that is very important. And now this video provides the complete idea about the Indian knowledge system and their reactions on the aspects of Indian knowledge system.
From the Ayurvedic practices of Kerala to the architectural marvels of Rajasthan. From the Ayurvedic practices of Kerala to the architectural marvels of Rajasthan. India's traditional knowledge is a mosaic of brilliance. And it focuses on development of mind, body, and spirit. It leads to nurturing of overall growth of schools.
You said that at the time science that we owe a lot to ancient teaching us how to farm, without which more scientific discoveries would have not been possible. India has a rich traditional knowledge to root in. Molecule is trying to integrate those resources with the modern education system.
Integration of India's rich traditional knowledge into our modern education systems offers a multitude of benefits. It provides holistic education by incorporating practices like Ayurveda, yoga, Vedic mathematics, and sustainable agriculture, nurturing the physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
Is highly advanced that makes great people like Shiva and Jessica, then many surgeries without any modern education.
Our culture, and we have been doing this. Modern world, we have resources are based on the sustainable development goals, which provide us a base for coexistence and a maintenance of balance with the ecosystem.
Sustainable practices like organic farming and renewable energy tackle climate change.
Cultural preservation of the focal point. Integrating traditional art, craft, performing arts helps us celebrate our cultural heritage.
Traditional knowledge often nurtures creativity and innovative practices such as storytelling, art, music, and indigenous technology. With these inclusions, students can be encouraged to think creatively and explore alternative approaches to any given situation. By incorporating Vastu Shastra in modern education, students can learn about sustainable building materials, natural ventilation, and efficient use of space.
Ancient texts foster problem solving and innovation. Ethics and values guide Indian daily.
Is the leadership qualities and the decision-making abilities that one always requires in life. We can very well learn from our ancient Indian texts, like Arthashastra from Chanakya, our Bhagavad Gita,
and Ramayana, Mahabharata. Contents of these systems can foster cross-cultural understanding, promote intercultural dialogue, and ease the exchange of knowledge and ideas between different cultures and countries. The integration of India's ancient knowledge into the modern education system holds immense promise. It excels cultural appreciation, promotes sustainable solutions, sparks innovation, and creates a platform for research and collaboration. Let's celebrate the third anniversary of NDP 2020 by advocating for the integration of Asian knowledge into education. Together, we can preserve our heritage and empower future generations.
So friend, this video talks about the Indian knowledge system, what type of Indian knowledge systems and what are the areas in which we can dwell in the ages of Indian knowledge system. Vastu Shastra is there, ancient temples, we have the monuments is there, then we have the glorious culture of our astronomy, astrophysics, that we can ask to the students, the study of Ayurveda, the study of Arthashastra, the study of politics. So all these aspects, according to the Indian philosophy and Indian culture, that the courses we have to develop so that the students they can understand the Indian culture, Indian ethos, and Indian heritage. How the people of India they have achieved the success in their life. So these are the basic concepts of Indian knowledge system. According to that, we have to develop the courses. Now the university has developed the syllabus, but going forward towards after the university, as I have already mentioned, and the policy has also pointed out that there should not be any type of affiliating universities. Now the colleges they will be the autonomous colleges. So this will be the first step of ours as a faculty members, that we have to design and develop a particular 2 credit score certificate course on Indian knowledge system, on digital content, or anything you want, but design and develop a course so that you will get a step forward in your career to achieve the new and the advanced technologies in teaching, learning, and collaboration. So for that purpose, the Indian knowledge system and the digital content, that is very important to go forward in implementing the national education policy. Another video that I have to show to you, internship and on-job training. So the first point how the students from social sciences and the humanities they go for internship, that we have discussed. So what is the importance, how the students are brightly talking about the internship, that we are going to observe through this video.
Imagine. Imagine stepping out of your classroom and entering the real world. This is what internship and industrial visits do. They give you a taste of actual work environment where you learn practical skills and textbooks don't teach. You get to work with well-seasoned professionals that acts as a mentor, guiding you towards success.
It provides you with the experience that your first job requires. Contrasting to what people believe, an internship is not a job. It is a taste of corporate life. It is a taste of how you present yourself. It is a taste of how you communicate with the team, how you work together to achieve a goal.
जब हम इंटर्नशिप पर जाते हैं तो उसका हमें अनुभव प्राप्त होता है। जैसे मैं हूं तो क्या एक शिक्षक बनने की जो इंटर्नशिप है उसके लिए बीएड कर रहा हूं, तो क्या होता है जब इंटर्नशिप में जाते हैं तो हमें वो सारे अनुभव प्राप्त होते हैं जो हमें भावी जीवन में आवश्यक है।
With the experience on how the actual work takes place, it helps students in deciding the field they want to specialize and pursue after they graduate.
This internship helps us to get hands-on experience on real-life problems and challenges which are faced by the industry. And also it gives us a chance to apply our knowledges which we get through the academics to tackle those problems in a most efficient way. This internship also helps us to get soft skills, some soft skills also, such as problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, and time management skills. The most important thing which we learn through the internship is the networking. We meet different types of people from the different industry who are the expert in their field, and we learn from their experiences.
We had internship previously. It has enabled me to understand myself and also upskill myself for the future. Not only this, but it has also helped me explore opportunities that are existing in the market but are not spoken about a lot.
Internship experiences, industry visits, your whole new perspective and ends up leading a direction to your life. During my time at Flipkart, I had the opportunity to understand the roles of various stakeholders in a dynamic business environment. I also had to collaborate with various teams such as the marketing, operations, and logistics that gave me a holistic understanding of the whole supply chain process. I also had to take up a lot of real-time decisions and had to face challenges head-on.
These experiences contributed majorly to my personal and professional development, preparing me to confidently navigate the job market. The new education policy, along with these experiences, equipped me with essential job readiness skills.
So the video talks about the internship. Basically, the main focus of the national education policy is to provide experiential training to the students, and this experiential training is provided on the basis of internship and on-job training. The students, whatever they are learning in the classroom, if they are not going to get the fresh hand experience in the market, then how they are going to cope up the opportunities and challenges that they have to face when after passing or after completing the course. For that purpose, this experiential learning plays a very important role in developing the overall personality, or we can say the holistic development of the student. So internship is a must activity in the colleges, higher educational institute, on the basis of which the students can get the complete knowledge about the area in which he or she is completing the course. So internship plays a very vital role in the overall or the holistic development of the students. That's why the experiential learning is very important in developing the personality, overall personality of the students. So this is the video.
मेरी किताबें कहती हैं अब कहानियां नई आंखों में है, अब सपने नए, हुनर की हुंकार है अब। मेरी किताबें कहती हैं अब कहानियां नई, मेरी आंखों में है, अब सपने नए, हुनर की हुंकार है अब। निज भाषा की धार है अब। देश की नई शिक्षा नीति ने आज युवाओं के सपने भी बदले हैं और उन्हें पूरा करने की स्ट्रैटेजी भी। ये देश की शिक्षा व्यवस्था को अंग्रेजों के समय की संकुचित सोच से बाहर निकालकर भारतीय मूल्यों और 21वीं सदी के आधुनिक विचारों से जोड़ रही है। तभी तो युवा बन रहे हैं स्किल्ड, कॉन्फिडेंट और इनोवेटिव ग्लोबल लीडर्स। हम केवल डिग्री धारक युवा तैयार न करें, बल्कि देश को आगे बढ़ने के लिए जितने भी मानव संसाधनों की जरूरत हो, हमारी शिक्षा व्यवस्था वो देश को उपलब्ध कराए, देश को दे। शिक्षा नीति ने 2 साल में ही स्कूली शिक्षा, उच्च शिक्षा और स्किलिंग की तस्वीर बदल दी है। देश की युवा पीढ़ी को मिला है एक नया आसमान, जहां पुराने बंधनों से आजादी है। स्कूली शिक्षा अब बोझिल नहीं, मजेदार है। खेल खेल में क्रिएटिविटी के साथ साथ पढ़ाई बच्चों को लुभा रही है। निष्ठा ऑनलाइन टीचर ट्रेनिंग के तहत 47 लाख शिक्षकों ने ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट की है। निपुण भारत कार्यक्रम में बच्चों की बुनियादी पढ़ने लिखने और संख्या ज्ञान को ठोस करने के साथ ही उनकी रुचि और क्षमता का आकलन भी किया जा रहा है। विद्या प्रवेश के तहत खेल खेल में बच्चों को स्कूली शिक्षा के लिए तैयार किया जा रहा है। समग्र शिक्षा के माध्यम से सरकारी स्कूलों में लर्निंग एनहांसमेंट पैकेज दिए गए हैं। एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट और मल्टीपल एंट्री एग्जिट सिस्टम युवाओं को पहली बार अपनी पसंद और सुविधा के अनुसार पढ़ने का मौका दे रहा है। जहां छात्र अब एक साथ मल्टीपल कार्यक्रम की पढ़ाई कर सकते हैं, वहीं वे ट्विनिंग, डुअल और जॉइंट डिग्री अरेंजमेंट्स के जरिए कुछ सेमेस्टर की पढ़ाई अंतरराष्ट्रीय विश्वविद्यालयों में भी कर सकते हैं। पीएम ई विद्या कार्यक्रम के अंतर्गत 1 क्लास 1 टीवी चैनल और दीक्षा के माध्यम से 33 भारतीय भाषाओं में 2.9 लाख ऑनलाइन ई कंटेंट भारत के कोने कोने तक पहुंचाया जा रहा है। स्वयं मूक्स पोर्टल और स्वयं प्रभा टीवी के व्यापक विस्तार के बाद अब डिजिटल विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना और मल्टी मोडल शिक्षा चैनल्स को 34 से बढ़ाकर 200 करने का कार्य भी जोर शोर से चल रहा है। आज स्कूलों तथा कॉलेजों में विभिन्न भाषाओं में, साइन लैंग्वेज में, ऑडियो फॉर्मेट में पढ़ाई सामग्री उपलब्ध कराई जा रही है। इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजों में भी भारतीय भाषाओं में पढ़ाई हो रही है। नीट आदि परीक्षाएं भारतीय भाषाओं में ली जा रही हैं। हमारी प्राचीन विद्या को आधुनिक शिक्षा में एकीकृत करने के लिए 13 इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम सेंटर्स खोले गए हैं। राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति में रोजगार सृजन पर भी विशेष जोर है। वोकेशनल कोर्स वाले बच्चों को इग्नू और NIOS के रास्ते मेन स्ट्रीम शिक्षा से जुड़ने के अवसर दिए जा रहे हैं। पीएम
Hello, can you hear me? Yes. So the power off was there. That's why the connection was interrupted. So these are the systems that we have discussed about the National Education Policy 2020 and the areas how the system is developed and now the implementation part of NEP is going on. So I think all of you have understood that the message of the national education policy is the overall development of the students, and the policy is also focusing on the uh, overall development and the holistic development of the students. So the basic motive I tried, or the crux of the policy of national education policy, that is the that I have tried to explain in front of you. Now I the session is open for question and answer session. If you have any queries, any doubts regarding the presentation or the national education policy, how it should be implemented, then the questions are welcome. You can place your questions on the chat box. Then we will discuss about the problems or the questions. Thank you. Please place your questions in chat box so that we will discuss. It's a years of period now. The NEP has started, and now from this year, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University has starting implementing the NEP for the undergraduate level students. The assessment, as we are now going towards the first part or the half year we have completed, the main part is of about the assessment. Number of questions and queries are regarding the assessment, how the assessment of students to be conducted, what type of practical assessments we have to connect from the students. That is the main questions. So for that purpose, we have to discuss about the assessment level. Basically from my side, the assessment area regarding the practicals, that you have to conduct seminars, you have to conduct group discussions, you have to conduct presentations. I am a teacher of English language. We are going to arrange poem reciting sessions in the classroom, loud reading of the students in the classroom. So these are the practical sessions, and also the study tour there. If you take study tour to a particular place, then the student's presentation on the study tour, what he or she has observed there, what is his or her experiences, what type of message, what type of teaching she got during the presentation or during the tour, that he or she has to present in the words and present the report to the department. So that can be the practicals that we have to conduct when we are dealing with the languages, when we are dealing with the social sciences. As we are discussing about the sociology, political science, what type of practicals they have to do involve in the assessment. Students can be accommodated into survey practices. They can share their experiences. They go to the field visits and have the discussion, and they will develop some soft skills in their personality, like how to collaborate, how to discuss, how to take interviews, how to discuss with the people who are totally unfamiliar with them. So that type of daring, that type of motivation and inspiration the students can get and develop their personality. So these are the aspects that we have to cover regarding the practical point of view. Any questions regarding the presentation or NEP, you can place the questions in the chat box so that we can have a discussion. I think the participants are there so that they have to, they If their participation is there, then definitely it will be a good interaction. Anything you want to ask about the NEP, its implementation, assessment, practicals, on-job training? The main issue regarding the implementation of NEP that arises in front of all us up, that is the absenteeism in the classroom. How the students, how we are going to conduct the practicals if the nobody is there in the classroom. So that is the main issue in front of us. How you are going to cope up with the situation. So for that purpose, the system is that now the students, they get the practical examinations marks only if they are present in the classroom, because the system or the syllabus design in the given course is to make present the students in the classroom. 50% assessment is there in the hands of the faculty members, and which is totally devoted for the practical. If the students are not remaining in the classroom, then what type of practicals you are going to conduct? So it is the duty of the higher education institute to ask the students to remain in the classroom, and according to that you have to design your practicals and conduct the activities so that the students in the next day will present in the classroom. So what type of activities and programs that you have to design? And this is not for the particular humanities and social sciences, but this is the problem of all the colleges, science students and also the management students only. What is the current scenario and the trend that the students are going regularly in the professional colleges only engineering colleges and the professional colleges. For example, pharmacy college is there, MBA college is there, management college is there, BBA, BCA, BCS. The students, they are attending the classes, but what about the rest of the classes? The students are not there in the classroom. Then where are the students? They are just wandering here and there. And what is the happening right now? That the these are not the students, but the students are taking education. They have the degrees, but they don't have any skill. The student who have degree is not able to write application in the mother language also. How he is going to face the interviews and get the job, and what type of business he is going to run? So to overcome all these facilities, all these problems, the curricula is designed according that, so that the students come in the classroom, they sit in front of the teacher and they get aware what is happening in the classroom. They get some knowledge, and also along with knowledge they will get skills. So skill education is very important, vocational education is important. And now the students are taking education, they want jobs, they want some engagement, they want to earn money. But though they are willing, they are desirous to get the jobs, but because of the lack of expression, because of the lack of soft skills, they are unable to get the job. So this is the really very uh, pathetic situation in front of all of us. And to overcome the situation, we have to ask the students once again to come in the classroom, attend the class, and provide the internship, on job trainings. On the basis of on job trainings, the company itself is going to provide the job to the students who has completed the on job training or apprenticeship in the company, like the students of ITI, the students of polytechnic, the students of engineering. These students, they have the apprenticeship, and the company, if students complete 1 year or 6 years, 6 months apprenticeship in the company, that's the company takes the students, appoint the students on the job role. So these are the benefits of the, we can say, the experiential learning. And this is also very important that if the students completed graduation in arts, commerce, and science, then definitely the scenario will change. And it is now the autonomy to the college, to the institute. They are the creators, they are the innovators, that they are going to change this scenario of absenteeism in the college. But this is not a single man's work. It is as a unit, it is a complete unit. As a unit, you have to carry out this activity. In the rural area, what is happening right now, all are aware. But just I am placing the situation in front of you, that number of students and maximum students, they are going for the police bharti, they are going for army training, they are going for banking examination. These are the only sectors. Nobody wants to go for the MPSC, UPSC examination. Nobody wants to be the officer. Nobody wants to be the administrator. But maximum students, they are preparing for this police birth. Number of academies are there in rural area and also in urban area. So this is the business now. And for what purpose they are taking admission in rural colleges? Only to pass, only to have the degree certificate in their hands. So this is the situation. You have to overcome the situation. For that purpose, we have to make the arrangement, we have to provide, we have to inspire, we have to motivate the students to come in the classroom. For that purpose, we have to arrange number of activities for the development, to create awareness about the changes that are happening in the education system because of the National Education Policy 2020. So now it's a 4 years of span that the policy has started. The document was there, and what is happening, you are all aware what is there in the society and how we have to face the situation right now. So tell me anything you want to know about any type of awareness regarding the NEP, regarding the on-job training. We have to finish the session at 5:30. So it's near about, we have 38 minutes in our hand. So for that purpose, I am asking you to ask any questions regarding the NEP implementation. For research work also, the National Research Foundation is there. UGC is going to provide the research funding, but now the UGC has stopped providing research funding to the college teachers and university professors. The main thing when we are discussing about the why the University Grants Commission has not providing the research grant to the college teachers, that in previously when the teachers they have research grants, the utilizations and all those things, they have not maintained properly. So now the ICSSR, Indian Institute of Social Sciences, that is going to provide the grants to the teachers and the faculty members. And also Indian Historical Council, ICHR, these are the institutes, they are going to provide the grants to the faculties in social sciences. Then for the science teachers, Department of Science and Technology, DST, AICT. These are the institutes. They are going to provide the research grant. Here in Maharashtra, we have Rajiv Gandhi Innovation Mission, through which if you have any innovative idea, you have to submit a proposal towards Rajiv Gandhi Innovation Mission, and definitely they are going to provide the grant for your project. Another one that I have to share with all of you, that our university and number of universities, state university and central university, they have the innovation and incubation center. If you have any innovative idea, then definitely you have to submit your idea to the innovation and incubation center, and they have the funds, they have the ability to provide funds, research funds for your idea, and you can develop your prototype, your idea into a product, and have the bright opportunity in your future. So these are the things I want to share regarding the innovation, research, and creativity. You can develop your digital content also. That digital contents with the help of social media. I have provided you the example of Upgrad. There is a Udemy also. This is the platform. Then Punjab Technical University is also, that they have come up with the digital content. IGNU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. Then again in Maharashtra, our Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University is the nodal center for the IKS designing and development of the IKS related courses. The government of Maharashtra, government, then Mumbai University, then Pune University, our university, Kolhapur University, and these Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University, they have joined their hands together to develop courses regarding the these Indian knowledge system. And now the courses are running by these institutions. The working is going on. Roll number 36 wants to ask questions. So please, questions are welcome. The session, this schedule is for question and answer. Please place your question in the chat box. I am not able to unmute you. Now the question is regarding the B.Ed course. For B.Ed course, 4 years course will be there. Recently, a national conference was there at Indore University regarding the design and development of 4-year B.Ed courses. So 4 years B.Ed course will be there, and after graduation, after your 12th, you are able to join this B.Ed course. So that is the facility provided by the NCRT and all the regulating authorities, that they have decided that 4 years B.Ed course will be there. and there will be a bright future to the two teachers in coming years. Now what is happening that everybody is going towards for the uh, senior colleges only. But now, after the implementation of this NEP, number of sports teachers will be required. There will be a demand to the physical education teachers, the yoga teachers. So they are going to be the great beneficiaries of the NEP implementation. Next year, from the next year, the implementation will be there. The courses is designed and now it is placed in front of the authorities, and from the next year the 4 years degree course will be there of B.Ed. I am talking about B.Ed, Bachelor of Education. So these are the aspects that we have to consider when we are talking about the national education policy. And this policy has provided great opportunity to all the academic pillars, though they are parents, though they are students, though they are teachers. So each and every sector in the society, the professor of practice, the new team has involved in this national education policy, and it is recommended that the professor of practice, some of the artisans, अगर कुछ लोग काम करते हैं, कलाकार हैं, उनके भी ज्ञान का उपयोग हमको होना चाहिए। इसलिए उन लोगों को भी हम हमारे महाविद्यालय में या विश्वविद्यालय में अपॉइंट कर सकेंगे। उनका भी जो ज्ञान है, उस ज्ञान का लाभ हमारे विद्यार्थियों को हम दे सकेंगे। इसलिए उसको प्रोफेसर ऑफ प्रैक्टिस, POP करके एक सिस्टम इस नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में दी है। यूजीसी ने उसको भी हरी झंडी दी है, और बहुत सारे जो रिटायर्ड प्रोफेसर है, टीचर्स है, once a teacher is a teacher for always, he is not going to retire. So whatever the skills he has or she has, it is the duty to impart the knowledge, the utilization of knowledge of a person, that can be done properly with the help of this professor of practice. So if a person is retired from the services, though he can join as a professor of practice for 2 years, and then next for 2 years, so 4 years he can join in one institute. In another institute he can go. So this is the system of professor of practice. So number of innovative ideas are there. Now जैसे हम लोग कहते हैं काम करने वाले के लिए कुछ कमी नहीं है, वैसे टीचर लोगों के लिए भी कुछ कमी नहीं है. They have numerous opportunities in the national education policy, but now there is a phobia and there is a fear that the teachers of English, they are going to lack. No opportunity will be there for the teachers of languages, for the teachers of social sciences. No, this is nothing going to do. Each and everyone has the opportunity, and they have the career in their life, but for that purpose you must be creative. पहले जैसे अब नहीं चलेगा, जैसे वो चल रहा था कि एक ही पाठ बार बार पढ़ा रहे हैं, नहीं, वो सब अब बंद हो गया है. द सिस्टम इज गोइंग टू अपडेट. जैसे मोबाइल अपडेट हो रहे हैं, जैसी सब व्यवस्था अपडेट हो रही है, द टीचर मस्ट बी अपडेटेड, and for that purpose he must be digital content creator. Whatever the skills as a teacher he or he has to adapt it and impart training to the students. Skills must be provided to the students. That is the important aspect of national education policy. If you have skills, then impart to the students. Don't have skills, then nothing going to help you. Nobody is going to help you and save you. So be confident, be motivated, be inspired, and learn something new, because learning is the unending process. So any questions? Anybody from HRDC, what we have to do? There is no any type of questions to the students, and my presentation is over. So what I have to do? So with this, I am very thankful to the HRDC that they have provided me the opportunity to share the views about the national education policy, creating awareness about the national education policy. Recently, to create awareness about the national education policy, the Ministry of Education (UGC) has uh, has conducted numerous examinations, numerous competitions for the students. My NEP, this was the competition. Whatever you have learned from the NEP, that you have to provide the information to the on the digital content. You have to make a video of your presentation and upload on the UGC website, so that the students from all over the Bharat, they have participated in the competition and achieved the success. Right now the RBI has asked has is going to conduct the uh, quiz competition for the college students, for the youth, regarding the digital literacy. Number of students, they don't have the idea about the banking transactions, and now all the transactions are done with the help of this UPI, with the help of mobile phones. And so to create digital literacy among the youths, budding generation of Bharat, this competition is arranged by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and the amount is also a very handsome amount they are going to provide to the winner. So ask your students to participate in the quiz competition and to get the success in the competition. So that is also a very important part regarding the digital literacy. In newspapers, we seen about the numerous cases that इसको फंस गया है, इसने इसके पैसे बैंक से पैसे निकाल लिए हैं। ऐसे बहुत सारी न्यूज़ हम लोग जरा न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ते हैं, और हमारा जो दूरदर्शन है, अलग अलग जो न्यूज़ चैनल है, उसके ऊपर भी ये सब न्यूज़ आती है कि ऐसे धोखाधड़ी से बैंक के अकाउंट से पैसे गायब हुए हैं। तो किसी के भी साथ में अपना जो नंबर है वो कभी शेयर नहीं करना चाहिए। पिन नंबर, कौन सी भी बैंक से हमको फोन आता है या कुछ पूछा जाता है हमारे आधार कार्ड के बारे में, उसका ओटीपी हमसे मांगते हैं, तो हम लोगों की ये जिम्मेदारी है कि किसी को कोई जानकारी इस बारे में नहीं देनी है। अगर आप जानकारी देते हैं तो आपके साथ धोखाधड़ी होने का जो चांस है वो चांस बढ़ जाता है। इसीलिए ध्यान में रखकर हमको ये जो डिजिटल करेंसी, डिजिटल माध्यम का हम जो उपयोग करते हैं, यूपीआई का, भारत सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी अब बन गई है यूपीआई का यूज करने वाली। तो हम सब लोगों के लिए आरबीआई ने यह डिजिटल लिटरेसी के बारे में एक अच्छी पहल की है। आप सब लोगों ने और अपने जो स्टूडेंट, उन स्टूडेंट ने इसमें सहभागिता रखनी चाहिए और अधिक अधिक लोगों को इसके बारे में जानकारी देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आगे भी जाकर डिजिटल माध्यम से ही हम लोग सब अपने जो व्यवहार है वो व्यवहार करते हैं, और इसको और ज़्यादा आगे भी बढ़ावा मिलने वाला है। तो इस तौर से हमको ये सब ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा और आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा। इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि पुराने जैसी बैंकिंग सिस्टम, बैंक में जाओ, चेक करो, चेक दो, फिर पैसे निकालो, उसी को अपनाए। यही सिस्टम जो है डिजिटल सिस्टम, ये बहुत अच्छी है, लेकिन उसको कैसे इस्तेमाल करना है, हमारे जो सिक्योरिटी के दृष्टि से हमने किसी को हमारी जो जानकारी है, आधार कार्ड का जो ओटीपी है या पिन नंबर है वो किसी के साथ कभी भी शेयर नहीं करना चाहिए. डोंट शेयर योर पिन नंबर अदर OTP with anybody if anybody asks you to do so. So this is regarding the digital literacy, and the same workshops you can arrange for the students in your college also. So these are the aspects that we have to provide information to the students and the faculty members. So I am very thankful that the HRDC has provided me the opportunity to share the views regarding the national education policy, and also the personality development, holistic development, the Panchakoshi concept of Bharatiya philosophy regarding the personality development. All the participants, they have listened very carefully, and thank you so much. With this, I am going to leave the meeting.